Hello, everybody, and welcome back to This Week in Yu-Gi-Oh!, the weekly news podcast. And this week we're back with Salad, and we have so many new cards to talk about. How you doing, Salad?
I'm so excited to get into all these new cards. I love reading new Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, there's so many this week to talk about. And that means we don't have to talk about results from tournaments we don't care about.
Hooray! No more Unchained 40 card same deck lists.
Exactly. Let's get straight into it with Ken and Jen. These are coming out in Agov, which comes out next week.
Okay, one sec.
Sneak
It's definitely
peeks.
called Gen. That's Gen.
That's Jen, mate.
Gen spelled with a J. Like
I don't
Jennifer.
care. I'll call it Jen.
Alright, well you're wrong. But
I don't know. It's a G in it. I don't know. You could spell this Jen. If that was an M, how would you pronounce it?
Gem.
You would pronounce it Gem.
Gem Knights, mate.
Okay, fair. Either way, these cards come out in Agov, which comes out next week. The sneak peek is this weekend, so it's Monday today. It's like the 14th and the 15th, I think the sneak peeks are. And these come out the Thursday afterwards. I believe they are commons in Agov, which is insane. And we'll get straight into him. So this is Ken, the Warrior Dragon. He is a light level 3 warrior with 1300 attack and 1550 defense. Love seeing those 50s, makes Small World feel great. And it has the effect that once per turn at the end of the battle phase, return this card from the field to the hand. You can only use each of the following effects of Ken the Warrior Dragon once per turn. During your main phase, you can special summon one Gen or Gen, the Diamond Tiger, from your hand or deck to your opponent's field in defense position. If this card is special summoned by the effect of Gen, the Diamond Tiger, your opponent draws 2 cards, then they discard 1 card. So I'll go straight into Gen here, and then we'll talk about these cards. Gen has the exact same first effect, where it gets bounced at the end of the battle phase, and when you normal summon it, well, not normal summon, during the main phase, so as the ignition effect, you could special summon one Ken the Warrior Dragon from your hand or deck to your opponent's field defense position, and if this card is special summoned by the effect of Ken the Warrior Dragon, discard 1 card. So obviously these cards both trigger their effects when they are special summoned to your opponent's side of the field. So where it says opponent, in this case, drawing 2 and discarding 1, it means you, if you're the summoner. And Jen saying you discard 1 card, well, that's your opponent. So thoughts on these cards, mate?
It's really mad that Ken says draw 4, discard 2. I've never seen that on a card before.
Draw 4, discard 2?
Yeah, because afterwards I'm going to discard one of my cards, talents, to draw 2.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's crazy, isn't it? Just that you get to do talents thrust on your opponent on your first turn when your opponent hasn't even hand trapped you.
It's like, you didn't ash me, fine, have this guy.
Exactly. And the warriors, so I sold a piles are a thing.
And it's really funny, like, what are they going to do? Ash this, cool, I'll frost you anyway.
Well, the funny thing you can do with this and talents is you can, say you summon Gen, you summon Ken to their side of the board, you draw 2, discard 1. You can talents take Ken and then activate the effect to summon Gen to their field, so they then discard 1.
That's really funny. Or, like we used to do, before we realised Ibli was obnoxious, you can just Cerberus pop it and draw a card if it's co-linked. Gives you a Cerberus target when you're U-linking them.
That's really funny as well, actually.
That's what we used to do with Ibli, and then realised that the Ibli lock is really obnoxious.
So we potentially draw 5 cards over a turn.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, really good.
In our Goki Izolde pile, they were already playing Izolde in.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. These cards are crazy. I can't believe the commons. These cards are probably getting limited at some point. I'm not entirely sure. Hold on, we do have the set spoiler. Let's have a look. Ken.
That's a common. That's got to be. It's right at the bottom.
Oop. It's a common, and Gen's a common as well.
Cool.
So yeah, these cards are going to be so accessible, and they are really, really, really insane.
These are getting the black and white dragon treatment one day.
Oh yeah, these are going to 1 at some point for sure. They're going to have to be.
Or we ban Frost and Talons, and maybe that's enough to make them not good. I don't know.
They'd still be good, though, wouldn't they?
They'd still be good, yeah.
Yeah, these cards, insane. I've been seeing some people test this out in cash, and by some people I mean me. I played in a tournament yesterday and went X2 drop after round 3, but we don't talk about that. But in theory, these are really funny in cash. Because you go Special Unicorn, normal Gen effect, Special Summon Ken, Can effect, draw 2, discard 1. Unicorn, rip a card out of your extra deck.
Oh, that's funny. I hadn't thought about that. But even funnier, they're really good against Kashtira.
Yes, that is the case as well. Just drop on your opponent's board and they can't summon monsters.
Yeah.
But you get to, over the course of a turn on Kashtira, make a Big Eye, and then Big Eye steal the one you summon to their field, and then use the effect again, summon the other one. Your opponent discards, and then you can make Cicada King, because that's just a generic rank 3, which is a negate.
Alright, that's really funny.
Yeah, it's actually quite cool. We'll stop talking about these cards now, but expect to see these all over your locals and probably all over events for the foreseeable, probably.
As soon as we get a good warrior deck, these cards get limited.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. Do you reckon Infernoble might touch this?
No, the normal summon's too important in that deck, I'm pretty sure.
Probably. We'll go on to our next card here. This is Pit Knight Philly. So, do you know what Pit Knight Early is?
Yeah. I remember he has transverse arrows, and he does something cool that has maybe come up once in my life.
Yeah, so it's Pit Knight Early says when a monster this card points to activates its effect, quick effect, target one card's on the field, negate its effects, and its attack becomes 0.
Oh yeah.
So
it's like the weirdest disruption.
Yeah, like I used to use it in Mathmech. I would summon it pointing to a Heat Soul, so I could turn my Heat Soul into an Imperm.
That's where I've seen it.
Yes, that's probably where you've seen it.
In your YCS London deck list while I was piloting it.
Yes, that would be exactly where you saw it, actually. Yeah, this is a new Pit Knight card. This is Pit Knight Philly. It requires 2 effect monsters. It's a Cyburst with 1500 attack. If this card is special summoned to a zone a link monster points to, you can target one monster you control with 1500 or less attack. This turn, it can make a second attack during each battle phase. Also, if it battles an opponent's monster, any battle damage it inflicts to your opponent is doubled. During the standby phase of the next turn, after this card was destroyed by battle or card effect and was sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card, and you can only use each effect once per turn. So, thoughts on Pit Knight Philly?
I'm going to hit the fattest Garura damage.
Does doubling stack in Yu-Gi-Oh?
I have no idea, but I really hope it does.
It'd be really funny if it does. What's Garura's attack is 15, isn't it?
It is 15 because it's 3k direct, yeah.
So you make
quad
it
damage
attack,
Garura.
attack twice, it does 6k over a 0.
Yeah.
Early negate stuff and make it 0, summon Philly, target Garura.
Exactly, we're living the dream. It's the new access code.
Yes, the new update access that requires Super Poly. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this card, like generically?
Oh, I don't think it's very good.
No, it's not the greatest card I've ever seen in my life, but
it's a distinct upgrade to Proxy Dragon if anyone's still playing that. So
yeah,
actually,
I guess so. Yeah.
It probably isn't actually. Proxy Dragon's probably more useful because you can't get Raigeki.
I suppose.
It's
I
been
think
really
this
good
card's
link
okay.
8 years ago. If this came out in the first Link set, it would still be fair.
Well, considering we have SP on here, yeah, SP Little Knight, which is the exact same conditions to summon, the exact same arrows, bigger attack, and is one of the most fucked cards we've had released in a long old fucking time. I'm not surprised that this is a average card at best.
Yeah.
Why would you play this over this?
I don't see. Yeah, at least early has some potential use, like with Heat Soul. The only reason is you're Cyburst locked, and really need these arrows.
Pretty much. But if you're Cyburst locked, you just make IP and do this to your opponent instead.
That's true.
Yeah, I think it's like a 4 out of 10 card.
It's fine. I'll play it in the sneak peek.
Sneak peeks don't use. They're not.
What? They're not drafted
anymore.
or not sealed
No.
anymore. That's
Nope.
so boring.
It's just locals too.
I loved sealed cards. Sealed
I never got to play one because I was always
there's
working.
so much fun. I have so many sneak peek mats.
I'm sure you do.
I'm so good at random pile. I remember the best sneak peek I had was the Maximum Crisis one. I pulled Masterpiece and the Monster Searcher from True Draco.
Oh, amazing! So you just Masterpiece and you can't hate it.
Masterpiece Turbo. The top two at that was the two people who pulled Masterpiece.
I'm shocked. Masterpiece strong in a limited build.
Yep, summon in monster traps, there's no out.
The reason you're good in random pile decks is because you don't practice. So it doesn't matter how practiced you are with a deck. You play at the exact same level no matter what the deck is.
Yeah,
Because you're making it up as you go along.
I have my level. This is there's no up, there's no down. Doesn't matter what I'm playing. Doesn't matter if I know the deck. If I can win with a deck, it must be good. That's basically it.
I don't disagree. Right, we'll go on to our next batch of cards now. We don't want this one.
Anyone who's
I wanted that tab.
Anyone who's ever seen me play Mathmech, oof, you know that deck is broken when it can OTK through my misplays.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Right. Back mutation. I don't think we talked about this on the last podcast. We have done a video on Aegis about it in Runic. But this card says...
I did join the discussion in the group chat on this card. I couldn't avoid this one.
No, you can't avoid this one. So only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. Tribute one fusion or synchro monster. Special summon one monster with the same original level from your deck. But return it to the hand during the end phase. Thoughts?
I remember having some really funny ideas in the group chat. I did eventually come to the conclusion that it's the most win more card ever.
Yeah, this is probably a win more card in everything except for Runic.
Oh yeah, that was it. Runic, it was busted in, but everything else it was quite funny. But this tribute, Hugin, is it the level 2?
Yeah.
Summon blue was hilarious.
Literally, just any Runic spell plus back mutation is just full strike combo, which is hilarious.
Yeah. I think if they ash this, then whatever, you just Runic Fountain for free and probably see blue anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's you ashed by
you ashed my blue. Great, I've got blue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this card's absolutely fucked. If you want to see more of this card in action, there's a video on the channel. Go check it out.
This screams one day broken, but I don't know how. Like one day this will be limited, but I can't work out how.
I mean, in the OCG, it's Tribute Hugin, Summon Maxi. Oh, in the end phase, it returns to the hand? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Because they needed more ways to do that. Doesn't Gigantic Sprite do that?
They used to...
Well, they
used to use Gigantic Sprite to summon Maxi, and you would summon a Swap Frog and bounce it.
Oh, yeah, Swap Frog. That's a
yeah, but like all the frogs are murdered over there. I don't know, but I can't remember if Gigantic's legal in OCG anymore.
I think it's limited or something.
Probably something stupid like that.
Who cares? Right. Fake format. We proved that our worlds.
Yeah, exactly. This is Rumpel-Twofull. It's a hell of a name.
Rumpelstiltskin.
That's exactly what my thought was, but I don't know what this name is supposed to refer to. Oh, actually, it says down here, Twofull is German for devil or Satan. Rumpel seems to be rumble in German.
Satan Rumble.
Yes,
Satan. Rumble Satan. I wonder what... That's my new favourite pay-per-view in the WWE.
I wonder what this will be translated to in the England.
I'm going to go with Rumpel-Twofull, and in Germany they'll change it to something stupid.
Potentially.
In Germany it'll be like Arabic.
It'll just be in the language for the country directly to your east. I know Germany's not directly to our east, but
close enough.
Allow it. So this is a normal trap card. You can only use the first or second effect of this card's name once per turn. Declare one monster card's name. Neither player can special summon monsters with that original name for the rest of this turn, except from the graveyard. 2. You can banish this card from your graveyard and declare one monster card's name. Neither player can activate the effects of monsters on the field with that original name for the rest of the turn. What are your thoughts on this one?
This card's really good.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Like, I mean, it's a trap card, so it's slow, unless you're Labyrinth. It's good in Labyrinth. It's really funny. I'm trying to think of what deck it's funniest against, and currently I have Harpy Ladies, but it says original name.
Mathematical Circular.
Yeah, that's not funny. You'll just kill me with your other ones.
True.
No, Harpy's pretty funny because it's always counted as Harpy Lady. So that one's quite funny.
That is actually quite funny.
Yeah, I can't think of what else is funny against.
Well,
but,
Cool Per Lily.
Yeah, Cool Pearly's quite funny.
You only have one cat you can summon from the deck with all those spells in your hand.
Activate Runic Spell. Cool Hugin's quite funny.
Yeah, Chenik 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, Chenik 2 Runic Spell to protect.
Jenny free Hugan. That's so fun.
Yeah, I think this is an insane card. It's searchable off Thrust, which I think is going to be relevant.
Oh yeah.
It's a normal trap, so Lab can just pull it from the deck. It has
You
a
know what?
graveyard effect as
So
well.
the grave effect is really good because that's a quick effect too.
Yeah.
But like, am I crazy to side this into elements?
I don't think so. Like, it's
It's a good mill.
a good mill, it's a floodgate. Also, it's like neither player can activate the effects of monsters in the field with that original name, so this hits towers cards. Like, you can call Pearly XZ with this.
Yeah, affects the player. Oh, doing
Yeah.
it with Pearly XZ is really funny because it also gets rid of all the draws.
Yeah. Yeah, and also some tier lists are already playing Foolish Burial Goods, so
Yeah.
send this, call the Pearly. Okay, don't have to worry about that anymore.
And I can always just call Ash Blossom. Oh wait, on the field, never mind.
Yeah, it's only on the field, but yeah, I think this card's really good.
This card's really good, and I mean, it's not broken, it's not like bannable, it's not even limitable, but it is really good.
Yeah, it's like a softer dim barrier, but it's more versatile.
Well, I was thinking it's like it's like power level of IDP. Well, I'm not upset about it, but it is good.
Yeah, I think that's fair. We'll go on to the next card, and this is the most recent Jump promo.
No, not more, please.
Yeah, we got this card announced a couple of weeks ago, I think. I think we touched on it maybe, but didn't have the effect.
Yeah, we saw the artwork, and I already was scared.
Yeah, this is the new Jump promo. This is Pendulum Witch. It's a level 3 Earth spellcaster with 1500 attack and 800 defense, and it is a Pendulum Scale 8. You can only use the Pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. If a face-up Fusion, Synchro, and/or XZ monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect while this card is in the Pendulum Zone, you can add one Pendulum monster with the same original type as one of those monsters from your deck to your extra deck face up. We'll start with that effect, so we don't have to read all the way through. What do you think of that?
Is it relevant? No. No, not really.
No, probably not.
I'm trying to think of any planet where this matters, so like I can't. Destroyed by an opponent's card effect. Ugh. I hate that condition. Just let me pop the diagram.
Exactly. It's hard enough to pop your own cards anyway. They should just trigger anyway.
Yeah. Oh, Electromite does it.
Yeah, to be fair.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because of Electromite.
Yeah, Electromite, pop. As a Pendulum monster. Pop. Same type?
Yeah. But I can name a lot of dragons.
Electromite, pop, Odd Eyes, Absolute Dragon. Chainlink 1, Pendulum Witch. Chainlink 2, Absolute Dragon. Summon Vortex. Add a Morphage Goliath. There we go.
Yeah. Electromite's the reason we can't have fun things.
Yeah. But that's not what the card does, so we'll go to the monster effects. You can only use the first monster effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is normal or pendulum summoned, you can target one card in your pendulum zone, destroy both it and this card, and if you do, add one level 4 or lower pendulum monster from your deck to your hands. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place it in your pendulum zone. Thoughts on this?
It's like incredibly based pendulum sorcerer.
Yes.
But, like, I can set any pendulum monster level 4 lower.
Yeah, you can literally search any of them.
And I can pop my plush fire.
Yep.
Not in this format, but in some formats I can pop plush fire, surely. There must be a place where plush fire is legal.
Fire is legal in the OCG, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I can do that. And then add
I believe.
whatever I feel like. There must be a good pendulum monster by this point in the game.
Yeah, at level 4 or lower, there's loads. This will be able to add the new Magispector cards. Did we talk about those on the podcast, or did we miss that week?
I think we spoke about those. I remember those.
Yeah,
Or
I vaguely remember.
Or it can add I've forgotten the name. It's not Luster. I mean, it can add Luster. The new Draco Slayers, all the new ones that are cracked.
Yeah. So adds Majesty Pegasus, which can add any field spell in the game if it's special summoned.
This card, I mean, it is generic pendulum support.
Yeah,
We'll put it in the pile of playable pendulum cards.
It's 8 scale as well, which is cool.
We must be at, what, 100 by now?
probably,
Good
and
luck.
the deck's still not good.
Good luck, Triff.
At least Shangri-La's not in the format anymore, right? And a Rise Up.
I mean, I don't miss them. I really don't.
No. Yeah, this card's okay. Maybe we'll have a play around with this with some pendulums on channel at some point.
We'll put it in some side set in 3 years from now, and I'll go, oh yeah, that card.
Yeah. And maybe pendulums will be good then. I doubt it though.
They'll be removed from the game. Master Rule 6. No pendulum zones at all.
No. That's when we get the third pendulum zone. Oh, here's Ken and Jen. They were on it. Oh well. And fucking Pit Night Philly. I should have checked my tabs.
It's fine. We've got to do it.
Yeah, this is Asset Mountus. He is a level 7 light insect effect monster, 2300 attack and 2000 defense. If your opponent controls a level 6 or lower monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you have more cards in your hand than your opponent, you can change the battle positions of all monsters on the field. All other insect monsters on the field become the same attribute and level as this card. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except insect monsters. If this card is destroyed, you can add one level 8 or higher monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Asset Mountus once per turn. Thoughts on this one?
You know the Leonardo DiCaprio meme of him like pointing at the TV?
Yes.
Being like, that's me. This was me reading this when it's directly below Ken. Because I can just summon it if I've given them Ken or Jen.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
Don't know what that does.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it does anything because you get locked into insect shortly afterwards. But
only if I use that effect. I can just skip that effect and it's just an extender.
Yeah, I like that it searches any level 8 or higher monster, not just an insect.
Yeah, and like I can't think like if this card is destroyed, I can search any level 8. If Masterpiece ever comes back, this is the worst diagram pop that searches Masterpiece I've ever seen. But it does do it.
Yeah, I'll get diagram pop Mountus. I'm going to add Masterpiece and Masterpiece.
Or Heritage, or Return, or anything I feel like.
Yeah.
It means I have to wait to search. But yeah, I don't know why insects want to be level 7.
The only thing I can think about this is you go, okay, you control a monster that's level 6 or lower. I will special summon it, I will crash it, I will search Lava Golem, and I'll clear your board.
Oh, that's really funny.
That's something you could do with this card. But it requires your opponent to have a level 6 or lower monster on the field, which isn't guaranteed in the slightest.
Yeah, I don't... This card exists. It's another insect extender that we may or may not use one day.
Who knows?
But
he's okay. It's not the worst card I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, again, sneak peek. What a card.
Yeah, just a free 2300 drop.
Yeah,
that would have been... This is why this card was printed, was for that format.
I'd max out on this.
Yeah, 100%.
This can go into... I put this in cubes. This is a cube format card.
Yeah. When did we get in Battle Pack 4?
Before. It's been a long time
4.
since the Battle Pack.
Yeah.
I miss when YCSs were top 32 sealed. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I wasn't playing at that time, but I've heard it was fun.
Obviously, I never top 32 during that time, but reading and watching the feature matches at that point was hilarious.
I have some bad news for you, Salad.
Yeah.
We have to talk about Tistina cards.
Oh no.
We have
probably
7 new cards to talk about.
But they need to be really good. They need to do something.
Well, they're not the worst cards I've ever read in my life. We do have a video on the channel showing off Tistina, if anybody's interested in seeing that. But we'll read these cards here. We'll start with Fallen Tistina. We'll start with... Can you remember what the Tistina cards do?
The field spell was a searcher, I think, and did something else.
Field spell, Foolish Burials, and then summons a Crystal God if they can draw 3 or more face-up cards.
Yeah. The Crystal God was weaker than the Demigod. The Demigod was like the god, but good. And all the monsters had really good effects, but nothing to do with them.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was like a searcher that searched nothing. There was something that's special from Grave that didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like it
basically.
It had all the pieces and no payoff, is what I remember. It was
Well,
like
I hate to tell you, they haven't really got a payoff even
it
in
was
this
the most
support.
consistent crap deck I've ever seen.
Yeah, literally, there's like 3 cards that search anything in the deck.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. New support, it's all pretty good, but I still don't think it's got like a proper payoff, but I'll let you be the decider on that. We'll start with Fall on the Tistina. This is a level 1 water aqua effect monster with 200 attack and 0 defense. You can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, place one of the field spell from your deck face up in your field zone. If a face up Tistina spell trap you control is destroyed by the opponent's card effect while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can banish this card, special summon one light Tistina monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, and you can only use each effect once per turn. So thoughts on this one?
Remind me, the god and the demigod were the lights, right?
Yes.
And they were not quick effects from what I remember.
So Crystal God is not a quick effect, but does trigger its effect if it's destroyed to book everything and send all face-up cards to the graveyards. Demigod is a quick effect, but only if Crystal God is on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, now I remember.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
you can't ash this card.
you cannot
Cool.
can ash the field spell, but
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's fine. I mean, 6 copies of a field spell is always nice. Great effect is maybe relevant.
yeah, it protects your back row, which is nice. It's you destroyed my thing.
I'm not excited for this card yet.
No. What I like about this card is the field spell has the effect that if if it's destroyed by a card effect while in the field zone, you get to float into the Crystal God, which pretty much challenges the board on its own. But the biggest issue with that is that if you activate the field spell and your opponent has a card that negates activations, they can negate it, and since it was never in the field zone, it doesn't trigger the summon. This card places it in the field zone, so they have to negate this. And if they negate this, there's a very good chance you just have the field spell anyway, or access to it, which means you play through an extra interruption, which is nice.
Also, on a complete board clear. Well, no, if they clear the field spell, then you get Demigod and God now, if this is engraved.
Yes, you do. Or you just summon 2 of the Crystal God.
So that's actually relevant, because then you get the quick effect.
Yes. Well, no, because the quick effect is only during your opponent's turn.
Yeah, so, but like this card, they pop the field spell, and the field spell summons the big god, and then this summons the little god at the same time.
Oh, during your opponent's turn, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like playing through a board.
No. But like if they pop your field spell in their turn, you get full setup.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like,
So that's kind of nice.
I think this card's really good.
Yeah, no, this card's really good, but again, it's consistency for nothing really powerful.
Yeah, and that is an issue. We'll go to the next one. This is Return to the Tistina. It's a level 2 Fire Aqua effect monster with 500 attack and 500 defense. Level 2 Aqua, so you can make Toad with this. If this card is in your hand, you can target one Tistina monster you control, except for another copy of itself. Special summon this card, and if you do, its level becomes the targeted monster's level. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Aqua XYZ monster you control, attach this card to it as material. You can only use each effective returned once per turn. So thoughts on this one?
Well, I actually scrolled down. I saw they have an XYZ monster, so the use of this card entirely comes down to how good that monster is.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
I can't, basically, if the XYZ is good, this card's good. If it's not, I don't care about this card.
Yeah, well, it obviously not just locked into Aqua XZ monsters with this card. You can summon any XZ, and Tistina has access to levels 1, 3, 4, 5, and 10. So you can make any XZ in that range with this card.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, so one thing you can do is, we'll talk about this level 5 in a second, you can target the level 5 and make a Durandal, which means your opponent's effect becomes Destroy Spell Trap on the field, which triggers this guy to summon one and the field spell from summoning one if the field spell's the cards that they pop.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
That's a kind of a cute plan. And obviously you just make Baguska and all that sort of stuff by targeting the 4s.
Plan B.
Exactly. Has access to a plan B. So yeah, that's what this card does. We have Tainted Tistina. This is a level 5 Aqua Effect monster with 2000 attack and 0 defense. You can tribute summon this card face up by tributing one face down monster your opponent controls. This card's level becomes 10 if it was normal summoned or set, and if this card is sent to the graveyard except from the field, you can target one Tistina monster you control. This turn, it can make a second attack during each battle phase. Also, you can only attack with one monster. So thoughts on this one?
So I can see that this is. I see the rank 10 below.
Yeah.
And this plus the card we just read is your main access to that rank 10. Realistically.
I mean, Demigod's a level 10 as well, and he drops himself for free, so there are a few ways of doing it, but yeah.
But Book of Moon, essential in this deck.
Yeah, I mean, all cards kind of flip everything face down, like Demigod sets.
All the big guys do, yeah, but this is
Crystal
sets. Book of Moon becomes a combo starter.
Oh, yeah. Crystal, the continuous spells also Book of Moon, going into a board. You just have Book of Moon to search one.
I'm just still going to play Book of Moon, to be
honest.
Yeah,
I was playing Book of Eclipse in my list on the channel.
Book of Moon Book of Moon is one of those cards that I think is one of my favourite in the game. Like Econ. I think they're the best. They're the most fun disruptions in the entire game.
You just like them because they have very little text on them.
No, I like them because they're playable in Fluunderies.
It's a fair point. I've never played Econ and Flu. It's actually good.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's so good because your birds get banished. And it's like extra advents.
It's really funny. I might just try that.
Side into Econ going second. I was playing it at YCS London because you like normal a bird and they try and do any Kashtira thing. You're like, no, my Kashtira. My Arise Heart.
My Arise Heart.
Now you're under macro.
Yeah, Arise Heart was definitely one-sided. Yeah,
but now we're both under macro still. I thought it was one-sided, I'm not going to lie.
You were playing Flu. You have no idea.
All my cards get to banish anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Arise Heart just made 2-gam better.
Yeah.
And Stree a lot worse.
Yeah, that was the one issue.
Yeah. Yeah, this card's good.
This card's good, yeah. I mean, the second part, I've never seen a card scream, please detach this from your XYZ monster more.
Oh, yeah.
Sent to the graveyard except from the field. Like, that's such a weird condition I've never seen before.
Yeah, no. It's like it triggers from XZ material, from hand, from deck, not from banished. It'll trigger anywhere except for being on the field, which is very weird for a tribute summoned monster.
I also, side note, cards that say each battle phase, the fact that every card has to say this because of one card ever is so funny.
2 cards.
Two cards, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's only 2.
No, the Valkyrie one skips a turn. It becomes the next battle phase.
Does it?
I think it skips to your next battle phase.
Fair.
Or is that just how the online simulators do it?
I have absolutely no idea. I own a Valkyrie core, but I've never played it.
But Weather Report, anyway, is the one anyone playing along at home. It's Weather Report, which has to destroy a face-up Swords of Revealing Light on your opponent's side of the field on a flip effect. They flip your Swords of Revealing Light and you go, haha, I have 2 battle phases on your turn.
Doesn't last turn also send you to a special battle phase?
Last turn sends you to the last turn phase.
The last what, sorry?
The last turn phase.
Yeah, it's like a special battle phase, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but I don't think your monster gets to attack twice in that.
Well, what about if my opponent summons a monster, right?
What if they summon...
Once per turn can't be destroyed by battle?
Yeah. What if they summon, that helicopter, gyroid?
Yeah,
exactly. And I go, haha, I've got 2 attacks. But last turn just says there's 1 battle. Like, it doesn't say conduct a full battle phase.
Yeah, but if you're battling, you have to be in a battle phase. It doesn't send you to the battle phase. Go. We're in a battle phase, which isn't the battle phase.
Yeah, but it says at the end of that damage calc.
I'm not sure. It's almost as if there's not many rulings for last turn or something.
It's always like last turn's never coming back.
Bring it back. Let's talk about the XZ monster.
What a name! Oh my, that is an incredible
It's a great name. Tistina, the divinity that defies darkness. It's a level 10 light aqua XYZ effect monster. Very relevant that it's light, allows you to use all of your baby ones to special summon if you control this card, and also it means you can special summon it back with
So they're going to reborn it, right?
level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the level 2 can equip to it, all that sort of jazz. 2 level 10 monsters, 2,000 attack, 3,000 defense. Don't know if I said that. If this card is special summoned, you can send all face down cards your opponent controls to the graveyard. You can only use this effect of Tistina, the divinity that defies darkness, once per turn. Once per turn, if this card has Crystal God Tistina as material, you can detach 1 material from this card. It gains 2,000 attack until the end of your opponent's turn. If this card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card while it has material, you can special summon 1 Tistina monster from your graveyard. A lot going on there. What do you think about it?
You told me this deck has no payoff. This deck has kill you.
Yes.
Are you mad? Like, this is the payoff.
Yes, this is the payoff. I just don't know if it's good enough.
Summon God, flip everything face down, and everything that doesn't go face down dies. Overlay into this, everything dies. Detach, make it bigger. The thing you detach gives it 2 attacks. That's 8k.
Yep.
Easy. And then you realise you've activated Prosperity, and you can't kill them anymore.
You do 4k, and then you realise you have no interruptions, and you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this card's really, really strong. But it folds to an imperm.
Yeah, exactly. There's no protection on this card. There's no interruption in this card. It is just an OTK machine. And Tistina was probably already going to be a going second deck with the cards that we had, which makes sense.
Now, do I not say this every new archetype? Every single new archetype that I've ever read on this show.
Right.
Is this deck is really cool, really great. Its entire tactic is summon 1 big bungus and hope that's enough.
You're not wrong.
It's Memento. It's Fire King. No, Fire King actually is a real deck. It's just Memento, really. This and Memento. They're the same deck.
We have talked about Memento a lot on this series.
They're the same deck.
Yeah. I think a couple of things you need to note about this card, though. It has the effect that if this card you control destroys your opponent's card, special summon it to steal a monster from the graveyard, this can just summon itself back. So if your opponent pops this, you can just special summon it. And this card triggers on special summon to send all face down cards your opponent controls to the graveyard, not on XZ summon.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just get into like a rhythm of just summoning this back every single turn and just getting rid of all back row. Like the level 1 can summon it back.
I say somehow doing this in the end phase versus a back row deck is great.
Yeah, you're just winning the game. Yeah, it's really cool. And we have a video on Tistina on the channel. Check it out. I play Billy and he's on Dynamorphia. It's very fun.
Oh, I mean, that seems unfair.
Yeah, his cards actually do things.
No, I mean, it seems unfair that you can, because he's playing a set 5 deck.
So yeah, but have you tried? Yeah. There's a Rexstrom on the board, mate.
I literally have never read the Dynamorphia card.
Rexstrom says no.
Oh, I see.
It's a mono if it's a mono for your monsters whose attack is higher than your opponent's life points, and all the cards say pay half.
Yeah, I know it's a bit half, but it's only 2k.
Yeah, so they pay half twice, and you can't activate this.
Forbidden Lance, my own monster.
That makes it unaffected by spells and traps.
And 800 smaller or bigger, I don't remember.
I believe it's 800 smaller. That's a fair point. We've got a few more cards to talk about, but don't worry, these are kind of shit. Well, I'll let you decide. We've played the Tistina. Quick play spell. Special summon 1 Tistina monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position, but return it to the hand during the end phase. Thoughts?
Summon back the XE Heavy Storm. Good card.
Yeah, it's not the worst card I've ever seen in my life, but it's probably just a one-off.
It's quite nice that you can, foolish something and then reborn it.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's fair.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Right. If we could get rid of this once per turn clause, I'd play 3 of it.
Yeah, it's like a Blessing, but way less good.
Yeah, exactly. We've got Embrace of the Tistina. This is a continuous trap card. and it's really good until you get to the last line. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, you can target that monster, change it to face-down defense position. Book of Boon, fantastic. During the end phase, you can target one face-down defense position monster your opponent controls, take control of that monster. You can only use each effect of Embrace a Tistina once per turn, and can only activate them while you control a Tistina monster with 3,000 or more defense.
Oh, we were doing so well.
We were doing so well. This is where somebody thought, nah, Book of Boon's too strong.
It's also a trap card in my go second deck, so I'm not interested.
Yeah, no, this was exactly my thought. Like, this is a great card until you need to control either Crystal God, which doesn't drop itself, or the Xyz, which takes a bunch of setup.
Yeah, it's cut
Yeah, it's not great. We now have Disordinance of the Tistina, and this is what I like to call the anti-Terralements card. It's a normal trap card. Activate one of these effects. If you control a Tistina monster, banish one card from your opponent's graveyard face down. If you control a Tistina monster special summon from the extra deck, banish all cards from your opponent's graveyard face down. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target one Tistina monster from your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only activate one of these effects per turn and only once that turn. Thoughts?
You're right, it's really funny versus tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just all your graveyard goes bye-bye.
It's got really cool artwork.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
really cool.
I don't know what it is.
It's like a flame spider.
I don't see the spider.
Oh, the little bit, the like right at the bottom. That's his eyes. Yeah, that's his face for his eyes.
These are legs.
That's the legs, and then the bit above the eyes, that's the body, because it's got like fake face on the body to scare you.
Right. These are legs as well.
Yeah.
And these are also legs.
No, that's part of the fake face on the abdomen, and then that one big circle of blue right behind it. That's like the back bit of the spider.
Crazy. I still don't see it, but I'll take your word for it.
Right, Billy, our loyal watcher, he will see it.
Oh, 100%. Billy's the only person who's got this far into the video. How you doing, Billy?
Billy, if you watch this far into the video, tag me in the group chat and tell me you see the spider.
Awesome. Yeah, that's all for Tistina. What would you give this support in general?
What did I give Ice Barriers last week? 12?
I think you gave it 12, yeah.
And I gave Infernoid a 6.
I think you gave Inferno like a 3, but...
No. I gave it overall a 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, if Infernoid is a 4... this is like a -8.
Do you think this is a major improvement on where Tistina was previously?
I think if anything, it might somehow be worse. Because
okay then.
Because before we had hope. We had hope for a second archetype.
I'm telling you, the wave 3 support's gonna be crazy, mate.
We had hope for useful spells and traps. We had hope for anything, and instead we got this.
Yeah. On to the next cards. These cards are actually announced this morning. So these are the Goblin Riders are going Goblin mode in Pharaonic Nightmare. Thank you, Yugioh Organization.
Please fire this man.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards to talk about in this archetype. We'll start with Goblin Rider Doug the Assaulter. He's an Earth Warrior.
Why is his name? Why he's called Doug, but it's not spelled like Doug. Like D-O-U-G.
Don't know. I mean, maybe he digs.
Maybe he digs.
Maybe he used to dig. He dug.
Yeah, assaults now.
Yeah. This is what happened after the digger got
Doug the Assaulter is his Doug the Assaulter is his prison name. It's like everyone's like, oh, what's your name, Doug? What are you in for? Assault. What are we gonna call you?
The Goblin Riders does sound like a prison gang.
Yeah, it does. That's my new headcanon for this archetype. I've not read the other cards.
Yeah. Also, I feel like this is a joke from Konami. Like, you got Goblin on these nuts, and you got Raiden on this dick, and it's like crazy. Anyway,
it's 2 for 1, mate.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Text. This is an Earth level 3 with 600 attack. It's a warrior, and it has the effect that if this card is in your hand, you can detach 1 XZ material from a monster on the field, and if you do special summon this card. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 Goblin Rider spell trap from your deck to your hand. Thoughts on the special summoning? I guess we'll get to the spells and traps in a bit.
Detach Graph from Dante, summon this, Graph effect, summon Seer, summon back Graph to Cherubini Zone, make second Dante. Yeah, good card.
Crazy.
I don't know what you want from me, I've not read the other cards yet.
Yeah, we'll get into it. This is Goblin Rider Clutter the Noisy, and no, he's a Fire Beast Warrior with 1500 attack, 0 defense, also a level 3. Only use the first and second effect once per turn. If this card is normal or special summons, you can target 1 Goblin monster in your graveyard except Goblin Rider Clutter the Noisy, special summon it. And 2, during your opponent's main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can detach 1 Exile material from a monster on the field, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Thoughts in general on this one?
Well, this one's really good actually, because after I've attacked with Goblin Attack Force, it's forced into defense, and then you can easily beat over it. But luckily, I can reborn it on my next turn by normal summoning Clutter the Noisy.
You are entirely correct, and get in for what, 3600?
No, he's 23. It's 38, mate. That's massive.
Oh, fair. Sorry, my bad.
That's almost half your life points.
Well, in this format of thrust and talents, maybe we need to start playing the blindly loyal Goblin. Can't talent steal that one.
So what am I doing? Like in my opponent's main phase, I'm detaching to summon this and then summoning something back, and I'm really hoping the next one says Quick Exe. Was the first one an Earth? This one's a Fire.
Yeah, the first one was an Earth Warrior.
I just assumed they were all
Fire
Earth,
Beast Warrior.
to be honest. Okay. I was a Beast.
Yeah.
They're not even Warriors. Oh, I can't even make us older.
Well, this is a Warrior. This is the Beast Warrior.
Alright, what's the next one?
So the next one is Goblin Rider Boone the Max Speed. He is a level 3 Wind Warrior with 1300 attack and 0 defense. During the main phase, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can quick effect. You cannot special summon Goblin Rider Boone the Max Speed until the end of your next turn. Also detach 1 Exile material from a monster on the field, and if you do, special summon this card.
Why is it 2 turns till I can do this? Why can't I summon this every... Is it really that broken if I get to summon this card every turn?
I have no idea.
I don't
think so.
I argue no. But fine, I can't.
Especially since you have to detach a material as well, so there is an actual cost to this.
Yeah, they all do. Where am I getting this many material from?
Well, what we're doing was a normal summoning Thoroughblade, right? Making Borbo. Making Hourcon.
So, making Broadball, searching the Beast Warrior one.
Yeah, maybe Broadball's coming back. Maybe.
Cope.
Imagine.
Also, it's a really good thing for max speed that it's an also effect, which means it happens at the same time. Because like otherwise, it'd be like you can't special summon this, then special summon this. And I can't.
Yeah, it's a good job as an also.
Yeah, congratulations, Konami, for using the right conjecture.
I can't wait for like one of the auto sims to program this in wrong. It just activates and just stays engraved.
Activates, detach, and then nothing happens. But that would be better. That'd be better in BA because it wouldn't immediately blow up your BAs. So you just detach graph.
Yeah, that's what it's for. Man.
It's actually for Beatrice decks, so you can detach Father from underneath Beatrice.
You can just use this to like diffuse your opponent's Beatrice, which is quite funny. So I'll active effect, detach the material.
Oh yeah, monster on the field. I haven't clocked that yet.
Oh yeah, you can detach your opponent's cards as well.
Do they all say that?
Yeah, they all say that.
Oh cool. It's not that relevant, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's something. I can take a material off a gigantic sprite, which is already used as effect.
Make your Bagoose go in your last 1 turn.
Yeah. We'll go on to Goblin Rider Meander the Cold-Blooded. This is a Water Fiend, level 3 with 1400 attack.
This one's the BA support.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon 1 Goblin monster from your hand, except for another copy of itself. If this card is in your graveyard, you can detach 1 Exile from a monster on the field, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Thoughts on this one?
As if it's ever being banished. It's going straight under another XE monster.
Oh, 100%. Of course it is.
I mean, so like they make loads of rank 3s.
That seems to be the idea. Yeah.
And I guess that's relevant somewhere. I see a rank 3 coming. So this card makes or breaks the archetype.
Wow. Let's get into it. This is
Goblin
Rider. this is Goblin Rider, the big head Gabonga.
That's my new favourite insult. You big head Gabonga.
I'm 100% making that your nickname in the group chat after this. This is a light beast warrior, rank 3, with 2100 attack and 0 defense. Requires 2 level 3 monsters, so it is generic, which it has to be because they're all different types and attributes. You can use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is XZ summoned, you can add 1 goblin monster from your deck to your hand. If an XZ material is detached from a monster on the field, you can target 1 other face-up monster on the field, attach it to this card as material. During each end phase, you can attach 1 goblin monster from your deck to this card as material. Thoughts on this?
This is the funniest card I've ever seen. But I'm just attaching everything. I'm just like it's like Machinex if Machinex I could do whatever I felt like it. Like,
yeah, kind of.
What's that? You summon a monster, and that's mine now. Steal that.
Yeah, unfortunately this is once per turn, but...
Oh, wait. Oh, is it hard once per turn? Yeah, it is. No.
Yeah.
I wanted to make 3 of this and just eat every monster you ever summoned.
But since this is a trigger effect, this does mean that if you use Mr. Max Speed here, you can do it in your opponent's turn as well.
There's another quick effect now. Was that the only one?
Yeah, this one's also a quick effect. Cluttered ability.
Yeah. So I really thought I could make like 2 of these and then do it twice and just eat everything.
Yeah, unfortunately not. You're stuck to doing this once in your turn and once in your opponent's turn.
That's way less fun. But also, this guy's going to get so many materials. How do I make this into Angel of Mischief?
Surely Expellion Noir is the one you go for to get down to Angel of Mischief.
Yeah, I mean, probably, but like, what if I do it with cool cards?
Oh, that's a fair point.
Right, this next one is not a goblin. This is the spider from the last card. Like, that's not a goblin.
This looks like a Fear and Hunger boss.
A what?
Fear and Hunger? No?
This is the thing that haunts me in my dreams.
This looks like what the Numeretta girl really should be scared of. Not the ice cream in the background.
This is the other side of the trap tricks.
He has screws for teeth.
Yeah, what's bro been eating? Is it a machine? Like,
I don't think so. Let's check. No, it's a Dark Fiend rank 6 with 2700 attack. It's called Goblin's Crazy Beast.
It's called Beast, but it's not a beast. Add it to the list. Dragons that aren't dragons, beasts that aren't beasts.
Nope. I guess since this has Beast in the name, you could link 2 of these away for a Ferrocheat, right?
Yeah.
So that works?
Says 2 beast monsters. Doesn't say, doesn't say where beast has to be on the card.
Yeah, like you can use Purple Poison Magician's always a fusion dragon, so you could use those for seals.
Oh my god! Go back to the pendulum card. This changes everything. Bro, it's a fusion. It counts.
Huh?
If a face-up fusion is destroyed.
No, because they are fusion dragons by name. Like Starving Bedlam Fusion Dragon. Unfortunately.
Oh.
If it did count, that'd be really funny.
It would be amazing.
Yeah, we'll get back to this card. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target 1 spell trap on the field, detach 2 materials from monsters on the field, and if you do, attach that card to this card as material. If a monster you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can detach 1 material from this card instead, and if this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it, then you can attach 1 goblin monster from your graveyard to it as material. Thoughts on this card?
How do I make this in Archetype? Like, this card's really good, but how do I... Wait, what do you mean once per duel on that third one?
Yeah.
I was really... But, like... I mean, this card's really good. I'm making this in every rank 6 deck.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But I have no idea how I make it in this deck. None of my monsters
we'll get to the
manipulate
spells
levels.
and traps.
Okay.
Yeah, the spells and traps, yeah.
This card's. I mean, I love the concept of this archetype, which is just eat things. Put it in your backpack for later. It's my card.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk away from YCS with so many of my opponent's cards. These cards, if they're ever good, are going to be a nightmare on feature match because we all have to use the same sleeves.
Oh, disgusting.
Top cut is going to be ridicule. Like I'm going to go into be a mirror match, right?
Yeah, the Goblin mirror.
Game 3, I'll have 6 Machinax and I'll have 0. Or what are they called? Max speed.
Yeah. So where were my max speeds? I have no idea. Your hand's just full of max speeds. just hand shuffling 6 of them.
Hand shuffling 6 max speeds. Being like, no idea, mate. Haven't
Anyway, normal max speed effect, special max speed. Oh god, the mirror match would be toxic. Imagine like you summon like this guy. I was like, okay, I'll detach both the materials from him. Good luck summoning.
I mean, the card's really good. I just don't know how I make it, but I'm sure I'll learn.
Yeah, I mean, I like that you could like make this battle, make a Zeus, detach this for the Zeus, and just bring it back, attach a material. It's like, I'm back again. Just got Zeus for free.
And then I somehow give it another material, and I've got a quick effect spell and trap eating.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of ways of giving this card materials, I'm pretty sure, in this archetype. We'll go to the spells and traps. This is the Grand Gathering of the Goblin Riders. It's a continuous spell. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. 1. Goblin monsters you control gain 300 attack for each Goblin monster you control. This is going to make our Goblin attack force fucking massive, mate.
Right, it's already 44 damage. Just normal summon reborn, that's 44. It's over half now. Doing that twice, you're dead.
You're on a 2-turn clock, mate. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Goblin monster in addition to your normal summon or set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. 3. You can target 2 Goblin monsters you control that have a level to activate one of these effects. The level of one of them becomes the level of the others, or the levels become their total original levels. Thoughts on this one?
I found out how I make the rank 6.
Yeah.
Although, if I target my Goblin attack force, I can make the Gooska.
Yes, we can. We make an version.
Bro, like my monsters can be so big because they all just summon infinite material.
Just gonna have massive fuck off goblins.
This is the deck. This is the funniest.
This was 27 on his own, by the way. Like if you have like this and 2 guys,
it's 3k with this. This is the funniest deck I've ever seen. It's just massive fuck off goblins just eating your cards. I love this.
I'm a fan as well. We'll go on to the next spell. This is Grand Entrance of the Goblin Riders. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. Add 1 Goblin monster from your deck to your hand. Then you can detach 1 Exia material from a monster in the field. And if you do, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Goblin monster from your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, detach 1 Exia material from a monster on the field. Then you can add 1 Goblin monster from your graveyard to your hand. Thoughts on this one?
I've actually never seen an archetype special summon so many monsters. Like, it's like if Lyrilusk wish they special summon this much.
Oh shit! I haven't told you what this archetype fucking lore is yet.
Oh yeah.
The lore for this archetype is these goblins have all stolen Diolbastar's cat. That's the lore.
This is incredible. Konami have hit the jackpot here. This is the best design job Konami have ever done.
It's amazing. Like, look how happy these guys are in the background.
Bro, this is the greatest archetype of all time.
And it's a Diolbastar archetype, so we're going to get more support over this for the next couple of weeks.
Oh, give me all the goblins.
But yeah, thoughts on this card's like playability-wise?
Well, I mean, it reminded me of Lyrilusk because Bird Call is a good card.
Yes.
And this card is like even cooler Bird Call.
Yeah.
So I like it, and I will play as many as I possibly can. Thank you.
That's a fantastic review of the card. We'll go on to the next one. This is Goblin Rider Stampede. Got the scary guy up here. You can use the first.
Hang on. Let me go back to the last card.
Back to the last card.
Yeah. In the mirror match and feature match, I am stealing as many of this as I can with the rank 6, just in the hopes that there's more in my deck at the start of next game.
Yes, this is the card they're trying to steal. And honestly, I think stealing your opponent's cards should be illegal in the Goblin Mirror match because it feels very goblin-y.
As long as we all sort it out by the end of the round, I think it's fine if I have a 30 card deck going into game 3.
A 30-card deck and 6 of this.
He's got all my talents and I've got all his grand entrances. Let's see who wins.
Right, back to the trap. You're going to use one of the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. During the main phase, you can immediately, after this effect resolves, XZ summon using only Goblin monsters you control as material. And 2, if you control a Goblin XZ monster, you can target one effect monster in the field, detach one XZ material from a monster in the field, and if you do, negate that target's effects until the end of this turn. Thoughts on this one?
I've now found the reason that we can summon so many guys in our opponent's turn.
Yeah, exactly.
And also the second effect's pretty good. But
yeah,
I can
use one of the other.
I can make anything as well. Like I don't have to make goblins. I can make any XE monster. Like for example, Cicada King.
Yeah, exactly. Cicada King's not the worst card in the world, but the rank 3 pool is just so lacking.
What do you mean? We've got Breaksword, we've got Dante, we've got Cicada King, we've got Acid Golem.
Yes. That's so I was going to touch on this. Me and Devon have been thinking it'd be really funny to play this with Ken and Jen. So you give your opponent a Ken or a Jen, and you throw a bunch of these guys down, and you make Acid Golem, and you give it to your opponents with the Link monster that swaps 2 monsters, because you've given them Ken. And you just give them Acid Golem. You detach all the materials from it so it can't attack. And they're stuck with, you can't special summon, and you're taking 2,000 points of damage every end phase.
That's incredible. We found the win con.
Yeah, we're working hard on making this consistent, but
I love this.
It's very funny. Very funny.
God, 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Like, the greatest archetype the world's ever seen.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this.
Somebody buy my Flu Core. This is the deck.
Well, it's not out till Frolic Nightmare, which I think comes out in January, I want to say. Maybe February.
Yeah, it's fine. YCS London won't be till May, so...
Yeah. So this is what you're playing in YCS London.
I'm grinding side events and I'm playing this. This is my life now.
Yeah, I think this archetype's really cool. We're going to get more support again because it seems to be a Diablo Star archetype, and she is the new VZ Starfrost. Yeah, really cool.
Light and Dark Goblin win.
We've got everyone else. Oh, have we got everyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I haven't got Divine.
Well,
but
we've got Light and Dark. These are Light and Dark.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. Maybe we will get the Gozen match TC Boo.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I mean, it wouldn't.
Cool. No.
But yeah, where's anti-Gozen?
Yeah, exactly.
Un-Gozen match.
There can only be one attribute.
There can only be one of each attribute.
Right. Let's move on to the next Goblin card. It was a psych out. There's more Goblin cards.
More Goblin. This is the greatest deck.
This doesn't seem to be part of the archetype.
This is level 4.
It just happens to be another Goblin card which got announced for Pharaonic Nightmare. This is Goblin Paratrooper Squad.
Konami have broken its Goblins always. Everything's Goblins. One guy at Konami really likes Goblins.
Apparently so, especially in Pharaonic Nightmare. This is a level 4 Wind Warrior effect monster with 0 attack and 2,000 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is special summoned from the hand in attack position, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, change this card to defense position, also negate that target's effects while this card is in face-up defense position. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field while this card is in your graveyard, you can discard one card, add this card to your hand.
Hold up. I'm cooking. Go back to the other goblins. Scroll up. Which one is it? Scroll up, not that one. Yeah, this one. Oh, wait, this isn't a quick effect. How do I summon this?
You don't.
What? Yeah, no, this is it. We special summon this one in the opponent's main phase. We target the blue one in our graveyard, the water one.
Well, technically, this XZ attaches any Goblin monster from your deck, so you can equip the Paratrooper Squad to this,
and then we detach it somehow. We detach it with this.
Yep.
Yes. This is no wait. No, don't have to summon from hand.
Does that summon from hand?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's depressing.
which is why this guy has to
Summons
summon the
this
blue
guy.
one, and
Yeah.
this one summons this card. we the goblins everywhere. Yeah, it's just really on point that every card that says goblin in it goes in the goblin deck. I feel like that's how every game designs goblins. There's just a shit ton of them,
Yeah.
and some of them are good.
Are they?
This is great. I'm playing goblins for the rest of my life.
Well, unfortunately, this is where the goblin support ends.
No, there's another tab, I believe.
It's Snake Eyes.
But it doesn't matter.
Yes,
Wait,
this is Diablo-Star's cat.
Wait, isn't this a cat we stole?
Yeah.
This is a goblin card.
We've got a Brooklyn Nine-Nine meme here.
Okay, 2008 called.
2008? Okay.
It's old. I don't know if it's 2008, but it is old.
I don't think it's quite that old, but 2014 the first start?
Probably about that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost 10 years old.
Yeah. Well, Evil Eye cards. This card is absolutely fucked. I'm just going to start with that. So this is Snake Eye Populous. It is a level 1 Fire Pyro effect monster with 700 attack and 200 defense. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is added to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon it. If this card is normal or special summons, you can add one Snake Eye Spell Trap from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one fire monster in your graveyard, place it face up in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. Thoughts on this?
Seems really good. Search it. Special it. Search it.
Yeah.
Don't know what the Snake Eye Spell and Traps do. Probably doesn't matter. You're about to read one.
Yeah, there's 4. I'll tell you what the first 3 do. So there's a field spell, which places a Snake Eyes monster in the spell and trap zone from your anywhere. And during your opponent's turn, you can special summon anything in your spell and trap zone. It's kind of mid. You have the first Snake Eyes spell card that came out, which is target a monster on the field, place it in its owner's spell and trap zone, so it's removal. And then you have what is called the original Snake Eye, which allows you to send a face-up card from your field to special summon any level 1 fire monster from your deck.
Oh, like this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this one.
Yeah. So this searches the Snake Eye card, and you can summon any level 1 fire from the deck. So you can summon Rescue Ace Hydrant, you can summon Jet Synchron, you can summon Infernoid Decatron, you can summon any of the other Snake Eyes cards.
You can summon
plenty of
Flamvel Guard.
You can summon Flamvel Guard.
Yeah, and then we can make Formula Synchron.
And there's a reason we're not using Jet Synchron.
Yeah, because it's a dragon. So then I can summon Blaster when it gets unbanned. Is Optus Blaster unbanned? Which dragon rulers do we have?
We have Tempest and Blaster, I think. Yeah, we don't have Tidal, we don't have Redox.
See? Great.
Yeah. We'll go into this spell, though. This is Snake Eye Dramatic Chase. Wonderful artwork on this card.
This is great artwork.
Goblin, taking the cat,
Mainly
Diablo Star.
on it.
Diablo
Star definitely came from Persona 5, by the way.
Oh, 100. She just looks like Joker.
Yeah.
This is beautiful artwork.
It's my Persona OC, actually.
What the fuck is this Goblin doing up here?
Just chilling, man. Just doing Goblin things.
Yeah. This card has the effect that you only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Place one Diablo Star monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. And 2, during the end phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one monster card treated as a continuous spell you control, special summon it.
Seems quite nice.
It's alright. I don't think it's the best card in the world, but
Maybe, yeah.
it's alright. It's searchable off this, so you could definitely play one if you want to. But it's got fantastic art.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Yeah. Not quite finished with this, because I have got a replay for you.
Ooh.
I've actually done some extra work. So this is what you can do with Diablo Star's cat. So we're going to...
So it's a one-card combo.
Oh, one-card combo, mate. One-card combo. Starting with Excel. So we're going to normal summon our copy of Excel. This allows us to add a level 1 fire from deck to hand. So we're going to use it to add Populous. Since it was added to the hand, we can special summon it. Since it was, we can add the spell. From here, we can link this off for a copy of Linkuriboh. It was sent to the graveyard, so we can put a fire monster in our spell and trap zone. It has no condition saying you can't target itself for some reason. We can then activate the original Sinful Spoils, which allows us to send a face-up card to the graveyard to special summon level 1/5 from deck. So there goes the Populace, and out comes a Decatron.
Here we go. We're cooking.
From here, we can activate Decatron to send a copy of Sujet. And we can then use the Excel's second effect, which allows it to send itself and any other face-up card to special summon another Snake Eye from the deck. So we can summon Snake Eye Orc. On normal or special, this allows us to special summon a level 1 fire from the graveyard. So we summon Decatron. This card's not once per turn, so we're going to do it again, sending a Noku. Then we can use Wark's second effect, which has the same effect as Excel, where you can send itself and another level 1 to special summon another Snake Eye card. This is Flameberg Dragon. The first and second effect don't really matter. What matters is when it is sent to the graveyard by any means, you can special summon back 2 level 1 fire monsters. So we can make a Proxy F, summon a Decatron and an Excel, Decatron again, send a Harmadic. From here, we have a bunch of Infernoids in graveyards, so we can use our Sujet's effect to special summon. Doing that. And then we could use the Proxy F Magician on our field to fusion summon, which allows us to use these Inferno monsters to make Infernoid Evil.
I was wondering how we were getting here.
Yep. This allows us to banish our Sujet in our graveyard to send 6 Infernoids with different names to the graveyards. And now we have a full graveyard. We now have a Link 2 and 2 monsters on the field, which means we can Link summon into our copy of Infernoid Flood, which is our Solemn Warning, if you remember. And it's also a banish. From here, this triggers Evil's effect to search for a Void Spell or Trap, so we can add Void Feast. And then we can, of course, banish 3 Infernoids from our graveyard to summon an Anuku to have a Spell Negate on our opponent's turn. So, 1-card combo, just starting with Excel, we have a Solemn Warning and a potential banish if we banish from the graveyards. We have a Void Feast, which is going to be a Monster Negate, a Spell Negate, and a DD Crow. And we have a Spell Negate in Anunku.
It's a pretty good 1-card combo, but just
It's
click the
not bad,
banish pile for me.
The banish pile.
Look at all these terrible cards I have to play.
Right, you don't have to play these. I threw just names of Infernoid cards in.
Well, I have to play 6 names.
You don't have to play 6.
Because Evil sends 6 names with Shet. And I need to play multiple Shet, because then I need to be able to Void Feast still.
Well, you don't have to send shit yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so you can send whatever level you want. Like you can send PI?
Someone who enjoys Infernoids, I'm definitely not playing that card. Someone who enjoys Infernoids can work out the optimal numbers.
Yeah, like I'll get Dylan to do the optimal stuff, but
like the concept is very cool. This is a very good 1-card combo.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't have the replay here, but you can also just do this with 1 copy of Small World and any fire.
It's any fire.
Any fire. Well, any fire that can bridge to the guy. So I was just using an Infernoid guy with Small World, going through Ash to the Populace. The Populace drops itself since it was added to hand, and it does the full line from there on its own, because you don't have to use your normal summon.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
but we're 1 material down, no?
No, you're not, because the material you think we're missing is actually just solved by normal summoning the Decatron.
Okay.
So instead of you having to use the Excel to search the Populace, you use the spell to summon the Excel and search the Decatron, then just normal summon the Decatron. So it's exactly the same.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but this is fun.
I mean, I don't want Inferno to be meta, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah, this card's insane. It's absolutely ridiculous. It makes Snake Eyes probably super playable, especially in this sort of form.
Yeah, this little Snake Eye Inferno thing could be very playable, very good.
Yeah, I hope so anyway. But yeah, that is actually all we have to talk about today. What are your final thoughts on today's massive new card episode?
Konami keep getting better and better. Memento, great design. Snake Eyes, I love Persona. What else we talked about? Tistina didn't exist. Goblins are the greatest archetype of all time.
Yeah, and Barbie cards, wherever they are.
What are the Barbie cards?
Bill and Ben the Flowerpot Man.
Bill and Ben the Flowerpot Man. My guys, I forgot about these cards. It's been such a long episode. I forgot about these.
Yeah, like Konami have done excellent work for Agolf. I think it's a really good set.
This is a great and Frolic, Phantom Nightmare, whatever this thing's called.
Yeah, but both of these upcoming sets are going to be.
I'm really excited for these next two sets in a way that not any set recently has excited me.
Yeah, and we have the pot collection in November as well, next month.
Oh yeah, very exciting.
£10 prosperities, hopefully.
I doubt it because about 4 people bought these. So.
Who knows? Yeah, that's all we have time for today. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys next week, where there will definitely not be as much news.